Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
Not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. To the air. It's Bryant. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On a sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. He lets one fly deep. Brings it in down the left side. and he'll house it. Touchdown, Duke. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. Brings it to the open. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same... And then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of room to run. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Blue Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Goes to the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds a man on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. Going to look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Nice move to keep running.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that throw.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give from the gun. Oh, what a move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The throw. This time it's complete.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on its way. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing right. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football. And now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback. And right now, this...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air, it's Baker. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A design run for the quarterback. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes 1 play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Coming out with it, it's good. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Quick completion on the out route. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what...
He's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This time he's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tar Heels are on the move. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's...
Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through the tackle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Under fire. slings it downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Firing to the right, complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of time before he fires right.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To the air, it's Bryant. Got his man on the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their core defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Zings it complete to the right. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart. Yeah,
they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has pretty much been in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Baker. Dances away to buy time. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.